Personally, your start to the season, because with those expectations, like the Derek Jeters of the world and some of the other greats in the game, you're not allowed to get an out. You have to hit a home run every at bat. You know the rules. I mean,
Yeah.
do you marvel about some of the questions when you see yourself looking at the numbers and how your past has gone? You're still hitting with a nice batting average, still getting on base. That people look at the home runs and wonder why you're not hitting more.
Yeah, it's I guess it's as expected, like you said, but. That's the thing. I've been hitting the ball hard, and with this game, sometimes it doesn't go your way. You just gotta keep plugging away and keep working hard, and keep having good at bats. And even last night, I hit a couple balls that I thought I might have been out, but that's the way it happens. But you just got to keep going, and as long as we're winning games, I don't care if I hit any more home runs the rest of this year.
Hey, Joe, I wanted to ask you, Ron Shapiro, your agent's also a good friend of mine, and he was telling me before you actually finished your deal with the Twins that what is most important for you is winning a World Series, and your preference was to do it in Minnesota. Did they give you any assurances when you signed the contract that their payrolls would be competitive or they would go out and get a piece if needed to win? Did they give you any of those type of assurances when you signed your deal?
Well, I think, with the amount that I've signed with, I think they wouldn't be putting that up if they didn't think they could win. And, I told Ron and Michael, at the beginning, ultimately there's nothing more I'd want to do than to win a World Series for the Minnesota Twins. And, they knew my wishes, and, I wouldn't have signed with Minnesota if I didn't think we could do that. So, I'm glad everything worked out the way it did. And, like I said, we got some work to do to try to get back to that postseason, and, hopefully we can have a parade here, in the fall.
Joe, last thing, just overall the feeling of this organization. Bud Selig talked about it, I believe, before the season. His verbatim quote is kind of a model franchise in the way that you guys have done things. Just like you have to hit a home run every day, we here as talk show hosts hear about the fact that the Yankees and their fan base are the reason for the ozone layer the way it is and everything else. You're not allowed to win unless you spend the most money, but your organization has handled things where it's proved itself year in and year out to try and win. How much better of a feeling is it now for you when you go in the clubhouse and you guys look at each other and you know that those guys up in that corner office have your backs to go out there and to get a championship?
Oh, it's great. Obviously we're busting our tails to try to get that in the clubhouse. Get to where we want to be. And last year, adding a guy like Orlando Cabrera, was huge. And John Roush and Ron Mayhay, those guys were big parts in our run. And sometimes they get overlooked a little bit too. But they did great jobs for us and, get us to where we wanted to be. But obviously we want to make the postseason. That's our goal every year. But, this year it's kind of been, okay, let's get to the postseason and try to get a little further.